Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Certainly. In Unity, getting user input and validating it is a common requirement, especially for forms, game controls, or any interactive elements. Here's a step-by-step tutorial to help you understand how to achieve this effectively. Step 1. Setting up your Unity project. 1. Create a new project. Open Unity Hub and create a new 2D or 3D project, whichever suits your needs. 2. Create a UI canvas. Right-click in the hierarchy window, go to UI and select Canvas. This will create a new canvas where your UI elements will reside. 3. Add UI elements. Right-click on the canvas and add a text element, to display messages. Right-click on the canvas again, add an input field, for user input. Add a button, to submit the input. Step 2. Creating the script. 1. Create a script. In the Assets panel, right-click and create a new C script, name it inputvalidator. 2. Open the script, double-click the script to open it in your code editor, like Visual Studio. Step 3. Writing the code. Here's a simple example of how to get user input from an input field, validate it, and display a message based on the validation. Step 4. Assigning references in Unity. 1. Attach the script, drag the inputvalidator script onto an empty game object in the hierarchy, or the canvas. 2. Link UI elements. Select the game object with the inputvalidator script. In the inspector window, you will see fields for input field, feedback text, and submit button. Drag the corresponding UI elements from the hierarchy to these fields in the inspector. Step 5. Testing the application. 1. Save your scene. Make sure to save your scene and project. 2. Play the game. Click the play button in Unity. 3. Interact. Enter different inputs into the input field and click the submit button to see the validation feedback. Additional tips. Customize feedback. You can change the feedback messages to suit your application's needs. Further validation. You can expand the validation logic to include regex checks for formats like email addresses or phone numbers. Accessibility. Ensure that your UI is accessible and provides adequate feedback for all users. Conclusion. You now have a basic understanding of how to get user input and validate it in Unity. This can be expanded upon with more complex validation and additional UI elements. Unity's UI system is powerful and flexible, allowing for various user interactions in your games or applications. Happy coding!